Here to talk with us about the controversy surrounding JP Morgan Chase and their approach to force-placed coverage is Andy Barile, who joins us from the Forex TV studios in New York. He is a noted author and consultant with over 40 years' experience in the insurance industry. Andy, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, and it's great to be here.
Andy, can you give us an overview of the issue being raised about the JP Morgan Chase captive?
Yes, many of the banks have owned captive insurance companies, and in the case of JP Morgan Chase, they own Bank One Insurance Company, which is a Vermont captive. And they've used that company in the case that was reported out in the recent trade publications. Was they've used that as a reinsurance company of force-placed insurance policies, which is all part of the foreclosure issues that are going on in the marketplace. So there's been a question of the use of their captive insurance company in terms of promoting JP Morgan Chase's profits in that area of the business.
And what's the issue with force-placed insurance?
Now, in force-placed insurance, homeowner premiums run about 10 times the costs of what a traditional homeowner's insurance policy costs. So there's been some controversy as to whether or not this is causing an increase in foreclosures, because the insured that's strapped for cash now has to pay a premium on a force-placed insurance policy, which is 10 times the normal pricing. And now we're getting into the regulators looking at, well, what is the fair pricing that should be done on force-placed insurance? And is there too much profits being made, one, by the insurance company writing the policies, and two, by the captive reinsurance company, which is owned by the bank, that takes a piece of those profits? So it is a very controversial subject.
So what's the next step in all of this?
The next step will be is that they have to analyze whether or not the custom and practice of the insurance industry in pricing that particular force-placed insurance product is handled correctly, and the regulatory issue of whether or not the states permitted the companies to make the kind of profits on that particular insurance policy.
Care to guess where all of this will end up?
No, I think there's going to be a lot more discussion about the product, and I think right now it's a little bit just too soon to see how the state regulators react to the pricing of force-placed insurance policies around the country, and whether or not there could be a fairer way of handling this type of policy and the so-called enormous profits that are being made by insurance companies writing the product.
Andy Barile, thank you so much for being on our program.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.